Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld, Alpha 16, heavily modded, and no turrets allowed. Things might look a little bit differently. Normally I ran the game actually at 1600 by 900. It's something I started ages ago. That way it'd effectively amplify up a lot of the fonts. But I started to notice recently, I don't know what changed, but it felt like the graphics in the videos were getting sort of a little bit muddy. And I wasn't enjoying it as much. So I've gone to full 1080p with my game. The videos were always like that. So there's not going to be that sort of magnification effect anymore. Hopefully the text is still big enough to be read on the YubTubs. In exchange, we can see a little bit more of the world and get slightly sharper visuals. So probably for the best. But you guys, let me know if anything goes kind of awry over there. We still need to go and set up the crematorium, but we need 150 blocks of something to do that. I don't remember exactly where we left things off last time. I seem to remember fighting off another bug invasion, but that was a little while ago. We've got plenty of people wandering around. We've got some new additions to the group. That's right. We've got quite a few over here. As far as I know, other than poor Sliced Onion, we have no serious injuries going around. Right, another Ibex over here. Destroyed a finger. Needs tending now, but there's no tending to be done. I don't know if you can get prosthetic fingers. So there you go. That's Sliced Onions here. Definitely pretty hard up, unfortunately. A couple of night owls in bed. We may need to turn on a little bit more active mining to clear out this area, just to make room for new bedrooms later on. Although for now, we've got lots of extra beds, so some people will have some negative moodlets from sharing some bedrooms, but other than that, we're still in pretty good shape. We should actually pretty up this room over here. Just get some flower pots in here. Maybe multiple, because it'd be nice to get a lot of joy when they're sitting down for some food, or anyone who's spending a lot of time researching. Something like that. Yeah, you know what? We'll start with that. All right, you guys are hauling plenty of steel into the base, which is good because we're going to need a decent amount. I think part of the reason that there's so much hauling going on right now, I mean, we still have it turned on, but I think for a while we were really out of storage space. We did make a huge storage room over here. One of the interesting things I was thinking, man, if we get another bug invasion, it would be great to do the kiting thing over here again. Same way we did it last time. We're able to sort of spread out and not really get hit too much by the bugs. The problem is, how are you rotting away? Is the wart being stored in here? It is being stored in here. So is it not enabled here? It was under what? Manufactured? Manufactured wart. There we go. That's right. I'd fixed it for one, but not for the other. So we have to get the wart back in there. And we'll see if there's any more notices about things decaying. Frosty, where are you right now? Oh, you're doing some hunting. That's right. So you have great hunting skill. You are hunting with the sniping rifle. Right. And we did set all these deer here. There's a possibility for revenge. But on the bright side, that needs to be adjusted here. On the bright side, now that we have more room, I'm going to extend this. If they do go crazy, they will have lots of time to run away. So I'm just going to do this, and then we're going to grab this dumping stockpile and just expand it out over here. So we can put more corpses in here as opposed to dumping them over here, which is kind of out of the way. Still have our pig that we're training up to potentially help with some amount of hauling. I don't remember if they're unrestricted for now, which is good and fine. Sure. Still working on cooking. We still got lots of chocolate. We got lots of kibble here because, as you recall, we have a job to make infinity kibble out of only using human meat or insect meat. We have lots of insect meat. So, and if we were to, right now our cooking jobs, our regular cooking jobs have the insect meat turned off. We could turn it on, but meals with insect meat in them makes people upset. So this is going to be better. So a goods trader went away. We've got lots more actual meat coming in, so we can start working on fine meals. We're making a lot of simple meals right now. Van, I'm going to encourage you to butcher here, so that we can get a little bit of meat going on, so you can actually start to produce fine meals once again, and that will be really lovely. There you go. Bit of walking. It's a huge room over here. One of the downside is this room will never be particularly pretty. If we take a look over here and see, the beauty of the room is basically zero, and that's because any room that's got chunks of meat, I think that's the only problem. I think it's chunks of meat, also hide, although that's going to get moved, is never considered to be very beautiful. And if people are having to walk through here a lot, it might, cause us to have less beauty around than we might like. But not sure if there's really a good, setup for that. There's a lot of people walking through this room to something else. Maybe we could, you know, trim down the storage, then get this place to be empty and people could just walk through there. What I could do, if we still had the separator, I could have made it so that maybe all the meat stayed in here and all the vegetables stay in there. Something like that. But, I don't know. That's a question for another time, perhaps. Probably another game, not this one here. So, cargo pods, hello. What are you? Oh! These are, this is medicine. Malaria, sleeping sickness, and the plague. Take every 5 days. So if we were in a swampy area or a jungle or something like that, we'd probably start taking this regularly to combat the chance of getting malaria. But we aren't. Can we make that stuff? I think we have to research it first. Yeah. Oh, we don't make wake up. What do you need for wake up? 2 neutromine. Okay. I don't know. I guess what I could do... Let me check the Rimworld wiki again. Rimworld wiki neutroamine. And Rimworld wiki wake up. Because I'm curious about the value of both. So the market value of neutroamine is 10. The market value of wake up is 28. Now, that's an upgrade, but you remember we don't sell at a... We sell at a disadvantage. So I suspect it's not going to be a moneymaker. Surgeon can take wake up to improve their surgery success chance due to consciousness enhancement. May not be the worst idea to have them decouple beforehand. Taking a hit of goju stacks with it as well for better buffs, though you risk a drug overdose this way. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to produce wake up for money. We might want to have a little bit kicking around just for, yeah, just for whatever. Oh, that was the unroofed bit. I just noticed my mouse went over something on the roof. It's amazing how hot it gets in here. It vents so slowly, which really, really surprises me. We've got plenty of weapons over here. We might want to do a pass on our people and try to see if we want to make any adjustments. Frogtoad can't fight. You're a brawler. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. And we could swap depending on context here. You know, the survival rifle and the sniper rifle is going to be really good to equip a bunch of those if we do get hit by a siege. But other than that, like our little kill box over here, the range here, I think the machine pistols can reach the end, in which case you get a much bigger spray of bullets. Like different weapons for different situations. There's no real best weapon other than maybe the charge rifle. And even then, you'd probably still swap out to some sniper rifles from time to time when you really need the range. What are you doing? You're going to haul more steel over here. Oh, from some of our previous mining jobs. Excellent. That's all fine. Components don't decay. No, they don't. They're totally okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, no one's been mining recently. These are people who have mined this ages ago, and we just never brought into the base. So I'm okay with setting more mining jobs here, because if I did turn mining job on, the first thing that would happen is these things would get dug out. And it might be time for that, but the fact of the matter is everyone is still busy doing a crap ton of hauling, and if I recall correctly, the people with the mining passion is a little bit awkward. There's Sliced Onion, who probably can't mine as fast because of the arm, and is also still a skilled constructor. CS Films does have some passion for mining. We could enable that. Above crafting, though? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, what'll probably happen at some point is I'll probably just turn mining on to a 1 for everyone when I want to do a bunch of bulk stuff. And again, it'd be nice to do that before winter, just because then we don't have to trudge through the snow. I don't know who the best candidate might be for something like that. It might actually... No, Ben Skull, you don't have any passion for it, but it might be something like Ben Skull. He's a fast walker. He's also got some mining skill. You know what, Ben, who's in the past been mostly our hauler because of the fast walking skill, it's also going to be useful for the mining. Tell you what, let's do this. Still clean. And then mine? Probably, before you haul. So you can clean some and then mine. Hopefully, you'll mine a few jobs in a row before running back to clean like one spot of dirt. Because it would be annoying if you end up going back and forth a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Frogtoad. So, bulk goods trade over here. We're not going to sell the pig or Frank. We could sell some of the kibble. We've got an excess of it. We could make some amount of money, but it's probably okay. We've got tons of storage for it, so I don't think we need to stress and it's probably safer if we just chill and keep it. We could sell a crap ton of our corn, especially since the growth continues to be pretty good. And so I think I will. I think I'm going to sell like half the corn. We're still growing more corn than we need. It's growing quickly. We're not even using our full farming capacity, so I think that's going to be safe to do. We still haven't used much in the way of neutroamine. We're going to buy all these components because that's great. I'm tempted to do the thing where we buy a bunch more cloth again, just because we can make so much money with selling clothes. I mean, we're growing some amount of cloth. We've got some fur, and we're going to get the hyperweave soon. Although, if I want to start carpeting things, I'm really tempted. We've got tons of money, though. If we can save up a little bit more, we can get start getting some robots or something of that nature. I don't know. Flake, wake up. No. We could sell this stuff. Although, if the plague starts to hit, I'm going to want to be able to feed our people some plague. Apparently, we've got a crap ton of steel available right now, so let's not buy any of that. We could sell the uranium, but we'll keep it. We could buy some plasteel, because I don't think there's any plasteel to be mined right now. And I bet you we're going to need some at some point, but... Should I just get, like, 100 units of plasteel? I mean, I know it's ridiculously expensive. Well, I guess once mechanoids start to attack us, we can get plasteel out of them, right? I guess that's the thing. Right. So we're not going to sell any of the raw leaves yet. We'll try to make the drugs out of it first. I'm actually tempted to buy some wood. Like, a couple hundred units over here. Save us a little bit of work chopping down some trees. I think that's a fine idea. We're going to sell some clothes. And I think that's going to be that. Devil's Strand Animal Bed. 31,000 Vancidium Military Helmet. No, thank you. We could buy a bunch more meat. That might not be so bad. I mean, we're still doing a little bit of hunting right now. But we have an overkill on vegetation and not enough meat. Why don't we just buy, like, a bunch of tortoise meat? Oh, it's so expensive, though. You know what? We got plenty of things to hunt. I think I'm just going to do this. We're just going to take in tons of money. Maybe we'll get, I was going to say a slave ship coming by, but the odds of getting a slave ship go down or stop being a possibility once your population gets to a certain size. They stop wanting to give you people for free, which is fair. Plant there. Everything is pretty there. Good. We are researching basic management software. Right, because it'll be nice to auto-set some of these jobs. Hopefully you don't accidentally shoot one of your teammates. Oh, yes, you're going to start hauling silver over here. That's good. And that'll be nice to do before winter sets in. Yeah, there's tons of critters all over the place. And if we take a look at Ben... Okay, you're doing the cleaning job, which is still good, actually. We still really need this place cleaned up. And it makes me wonder we might not actually get a chance to get Ben to do much hauling, because he's actually going to be spending almost all of his time cleaning the space. It's very large. Unless we get some cleaning bots or something like that, which hopefully we can start working our way towards, maybe even producing our own bots at some point. Where are you going? Harvesting an oak tree. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and we're not desperate for bedrooms, but at some point. I think the other thing I can do too is plan to mine out that over there. And I'm not going to do the opening here. I'll mine this out, build the wall on the outside, and then pop the opening over there. Fall has officially begun, which doesn't really make a difference for us either way. I mean, we're very unlikely to have a heat wave. Cold snap is not a problem for us. We've got all of our temperatures should be going okay. We got a good amount of power. The batteries aren't full, it's worth noting. I'm still thinking of building another wind turbine over here. And it actually might not be a bad idea, especially with winter coming soon. The heaters are going to start working a lot harder here. Why don't we go ahead and prep for that fact? Wind turbine is going to go right here. Right there, sorry. And fit in perfectly in those gaps. I like it. And just double check the power connections. Yeah, we're pretty okay with that. What I'll do is just run this here just for technically a slight backup to these batteries. It's not particularly meaningful, though. Maybe get a little bit of redundancy there as well. Just makes me feel a little bit safer. If you've got more than one way for electricity to go through in case of random fire, someone attacks, something like that. I don't know if the chance of a zzzt goes up as you have more cable or whatever. I suspect not. I think it's just a random chance for the event to fire, and then it picks one of your cables at random. I don't think it's a chance per cable or per battery or anything, but I might be wrong. And I don't know if there's you can go through the Rimworld data files to look at the event code for that. I bet you can. So you can see like the triggering chances and things like that. There might be ways to tune it so that it happens more or less often. I don't know. So we're still not going to kickstart our hay production. And even if we do, we probably won't do the whole thing. We've got tons in the bank right now, so there's no need to get that going. If we would do any more, it's possible we do like half corn, half hay, but we still have an excess of corn. We've got a crazed boomerat. It is still raining, though, so if there was ever a good time to deal with the boomerat, it would be now. Let's do that. I'll unrecruit Frogtoad, though, since he can't fight. I'm just going to get over here. Maybe over here. I'm try to kill this guy. Oh, Big Joe Monster or Monger doesn't have a ranged weapon either. I'm trying to select these guys. Don't pan the screen up. Kill it. Kill it quickly. Kill it quicker. Thank you. Excellent. And that should put itself out. And we can eat some boomerat. One of the things to do is we could, while it's raining, hunt more of the boomerats and so on. I don't know if there's any boomalopes. I see plenty of boomerats. We could hunt them while there's rain over here, but the rain's probably about to end, so we're not going to worry about that. That's an interesting path that you took to walk around. I say you'll definitely go in this way to come in. If that's going okay. That auto door there. We could put down some more auto doors, especially now that we do have the wind turbine. Blocked by roof. Oh, I guess I missed a... I guess there must be a roof right here. That's weird. There's overhead mountain. What? How do you get rid of overhead mountain? Do I just have to dig out more of this? I mean, I can. Oh, some mining's starting to happen. I think a lot of the hauling jobs are starting to run low, which is nice to see. You're gonna go rest. You're gonna go rest. Oh, I think it's bedtime for all the non-night owls. Ben Skull, you're cleaning dirt, which we still need you to be doing. As much as I would like to turn on a little bit of mining jobs. Well, playing chess is fine. You need some joy as well. So if I went and encouraged you to start doing this. And a little bit more. There's got to be a way to get rid of the overhead mountain. I don't know if that made any difference at all. I might have to check the wiki for it. Okay, there might start to be something as this clears out. We'll revisit that after some of this mining finishes up. So that little area over here has been cleared up. That's just to try to give us a little bit more room to play around if something happens. We can also park some batteries or something in there, or something of that nature. Haul away that stone. So nice when you are caught up on your hauling, though. Because everything in your base seems to just go so much smoother and so much faster when all the materials are nearby and so on and so forth. Is that, it's fresh right now. Oh, there's so many dead bodies here. That wasn't all hunted. Is there like a lightning strike or a fire? Oh, Van is binging on smoke leaf. That is our primary doctor. Also got that chemical addiction. I mean, I can expand the no roof area over the bits we haven't mined out yet, but it's this right over here. But we'll see what happens when we get rid of a little bit more of it. We might just have to deconstruct the wind turbine and accept that it can't work, but I refuse to believe that. Okay, you're no longer binging. Good. Whoa! Okay, well, we're getting roof collapse. But how badly hurt were you? You cut your neck. Yeah, go to rest. But that's why I'm like, I want you to deconstruct the roof. which I thought was under construction, which should take priority over mining. Maybe now that the job's been interrupted, maybe now someone will do it. I don't know. Prioritize remove roof area. Okay, someone's got to go treat you, and it's not going to be Van because Van is stoned. So, CS Films. You need to wake up and treat. Oh, Frogtoad's going to do it. How's your skill? If only a 3. You know what? This is too important. I'm going to recruit you for a second. I'm going to send you to do that, and then I'll unrecruit Frogtoad. I keep medicine nearby, but medicine has to be refrigerated? No, not regular medicine. Actual medicine does not need to be refrigerated. So what we should do, and I've done this before, is I'm going to make a stockpile zone here, and another one. Well, let's just wait a sec. I'm going to clear all, make it critical priority for regular medicine. I tend to pick a second one for Glitter medicine, but we don't actually have any yet, so it's going to be alright. Did you get bandaged properly? Basic management software is done. Alright. Still have to finish the carpet making at some point, but I think what I was going to do is maybe look for the next level. We could look at more types of drug production for money, but 5,000! Jesus. The transport pods and things like that. I'm wondering about looking into the robotics. I don't know if this will unlock much by itself. But, okay, management software. So, under production is our current management table, I believe. Basic manager's desk, desk with a computer, and all the stationery required to allow the manager to do his work efficiency. Okay, so this is actually just, it's not totally automatic. It just probably means you don't take as much time. The manufacturer, nevertheless, the manufacturer guarantees that Fluffy OS is not programmed to kill colonists. Okay. You know what? I am just going to research this. I want automatic management. We'll save ourselves one job. Although the robotics could also do that too, and the robotics don't... more roof collapse warnings. Oh, that's the same message as before. Yeah. Sliced onion. Can I tell you to, like, remove roof first? No? It doesn't look like there's roof here anymore. There we go. And you are working fine. So, yeah, I don't know. There's probably a better way to take all that stuff down. And that simply did not execute it properly, but there we have it. Anyway, the batteries are still covered. Because this is still covered by roof, so we don't have to worry about them. I guess we could probably just get rid of these little pillars as well. I don't think there's any reason to keep those things around. Oh, they're already flagged to be mined. Okay, good. Do that, then. That is a regular door. We might want to auto-door that. I don't know. An eclipse has started. That should be fine. Well, first of all, it started at night, so half the eclipse is just going to be burnt during the nighttime when the solar panels don't matter. We still have the geothermal. We've got lots of battery, and we've got the second wind turbine now, so I'm feeling very okay about that. I mean, at some point, we'll probably still be tempted to go after those geothermals, but I think short-term we're okay. So, luckily, Frosty has fully recovered. I believe Frosty is indeed wearing a steel military helmet, which may have just saved his life. It's entirely possible that it just saved his life. Whew. So, CS Films, you're going to be making some joints. Good. So you're back on crafting duty. Makes me very pleased. Van, you're cooking a fine meal. I'm going to get you to stop again. And just because the animal storage stockpile here is completely full, and there's still some hunting going on, I want to make sure that any dead bodies get brought in here where they're going to be refrigerated. Oh shit, a manhunter pack. This is very dangerous. Wild boars manhunter pack. There's a lot of them. They won't come inside. And we have no turrets to aggro them. We might, okay, we might, you know, like, try to trim them down, but what we have to do short term is, our indoors area here is we have to make sure our people actually just stay indoors. So, do that. And actually, I'm going to go and ban these walls here, too. So you don't linger outside over there. Same thing here, if there is any weirdness. This is actually indoors here. This is all boxed in, so that is actually totally fine. Not that we're using the space yet, but we could. This is now indoor space. We need to make sure to say that this is not indoors. okay. And technically this isn't indoors either. I should have just maybe made that area 1. But for now it's okay, and we can make an adjustment. I mean, our base is going to change by the time we get, I don't know, more toxic fallout or something. So we'll just make some adjustments then. I could put another door over here to get to the crematorium. Okay, I think we're mostly covered there, so we're going to have to restrict everyone to indoors. We're going to restrict the animals to the animal area. What I'm going to do is recruit and unrecruit everyone. I know that's disturbing some of the sleep, but it's going to guarantee that everyone resets whatever job they were doing. Just in case anyone happened to be outside or was planning to wander outside, they may have not reevaluated in time. So you can still mine there, which is okay. What I could do, if people start to become idle, and maybe that's what I'll do, because this Manhunter pack will stick around for a while. If I go and do that and that, I can then go and issue a mining job there to start working on that bedroom. And that's going to be fine. Still plenty of work to do indoors. So what we can do here is we could put out like one person at a time, get a couple little snipes here, just trim down the Manhunter pack. But that may be far more risk than we really want to take. You're just moving and wandering, right? You shouldn't smash any doors. I'm just going to verify. Clear allow area, indoors. Okay, none of the doors here. Because what can happen is, let's say you have this permitted, and it gets damaged. People are allowed to wander outside, even when they're restricted to zone. They can wander outside to go to something within an allowed zone, which means we could have like an indoor area flag here, and people would travel between the two. But it means if this wall got damaged, someone could go outside to try to repair it, and then that would obviously aggro the pack. Not that it's likely to be damaged right now, so that's going to be okay. You're making your fine meals, which is I'm very happy about. I mean, we could chop more bodies here just to get them out of the way, but I don't think it matters much. Power is still fine. So yeah, these guys are probably going to be here for a long time. It does take them ages to break. Very, very, very annoying. But, I mean, unless we're desperate for mining, and we've got plenty of steel in our base, we are good being sealed in here. We're fine. But yeah, I'm wondering about putting another door here. And hope that people don't decide to use this to bypass our little kill zone. Probably they won't. Could put a series of doors for whatever. Be nice to kill all these boars for a bunch of meat. Not that we're hurting for food, though. So I think overall we're going to be fine. I guess this is a good time for us to put a little bit of a cut. We got to be ready to hunker down for an extended period of time. Oh, someone did a little bit of management and started flagging these things to be hunted. Yeah, that's going to be a little while before any of that comes up. We're making our beer, which is wonderful. We could set up more of these barrels at this point because we've got some extra wort kicking around. And we've got some wood. We may not want to, just because we may want to just sit on the amount of resources we've got short term, rather than spend the wood to make the beer a little bit faster. That's probably fine. We'll try to set up more of these barrels after we can go back outside. But for now, we're going to put a cut in here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.